Shalom, shalom. Before we begin, we'd like to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem, Kakwadash.
double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect. Beginning with 144,000.
Shalom. So, when we get into the day, it really stems off from a quote that the elder apostle Gabar has said a while ago, right? And it reads, "If you teaching that the laws and statutes and commandments is the road to perfection, ye err not knowing the scriptures," right? So that's the title of this video, ye err not knowing the scriptures, man. So we was having a conversation, and we was really dwelling on what he was saying, because you can't, a lot of Israelites who are in the wrong spirit, they think that you can work your way into the kingdom, right? That you can that you have to follow every single law, statute, and commandment, right? But we know, you cannot do so, right? It's quite literally impossible, right?
Right. Quick point, just with us being in the sinful flesh, also being in captivity, we can't follow all 613 commandments that's laid upon for us. You understand? And some of those laws and commandments require us to be in the Holy Land. You understand? In Jerusalem. So, and we know that it's a daily battle between the flesh and the spirit as well, man. But it's like the brothers are going into, by you following all laws, commandments, that's not going to, secure your spot in the kingdom of heaven. Understand? But you definitely have to follow laws, commandments. Don't get us wrong. It ain't like you just don't have to follow any laws, commandments. But you definitely have to follow laws, commandments. But we know that we're not going to be made perfect, especially with us still being in these sinful flesh.
We're gonna get into it.
Kind of, I was just gonna read this is scripture, because this is when Yahweh Shai does say that himself, right? Matthew 22 and 29. It says, Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, ye do err, not knowing the scriptures nor the power of the Most High, man. So, that's the thing, right? You saying that you have to follow every law, statute, and commandment, right? In order to get into the kingdom, that's disrespectful to Yahweh Shai, man. Why do you think Yahweh Shai had to come and had to die? It was so that way you may have a chance to get into the kingdom. Because if you didn't, if he didn't do that, you wouldn't have a chance, man. You would have, your chances would be slim to none, But through Yahweh Shai, through the blood he shed, through the pain he endured, right, through the righteous acts that he committed, we do have a chance. We do have, like I said, we do have a chance and able to enjoy the kingdom, to get to the treasures, to be able to, get to the other side, man.
But I got a couple quick precepts, right? I'm gonna bring out Galatians 2:16. Basically going off the point, like everything you just said, right, to back you up. Book Galatians 2:16 says, knowing that a man is not justified by the works of the law, but by the faith of Yahweh Shai. Even we have believed in Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, that we might be justified by the faith of Yahweh Shai, Mashiach, not by the works of the law, for by the works of the law shall no flesh be justified. But if while we seek to be justified by Mashiach Yahweh Shai, we ourselves also are found sinners, is therefore Yahweh Shai the minister of sin, Yahweh forbid. For if I build again the thing which I destroyed, I make myself a transgressor. For I through the law am dead to the law, that I might live unto Yahweh. I am crucified with Yahweh Shai. Nevertheless, I live, yet not, but Yahweh Shai live in me. The life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of Yahweh, who loved me and gave himself for me. So basically what the brother was saying, man, Yahweh Shai sacrifice, you go to Hebrews chapter 7, right? It's talking about, how the priests back then, you had a high priest through Israel, they had to sacrifice for their sins, but then they had to sacrifice for the people around us, right? Sacrifice sheep, lamb, goat, right? That's why, they go to another topic, like how, like Yahweh Shai is called the Lamb of Power, the Lamb of God, right? Because he was their ultimate final sacrifice for us, that, brought us back. We got that ultimate sacrifice. His blood, was shed for us to bring us back into fold Yahweh Shai, right? Because our people was going out, our people was wicked. right? So, you know, the wickedness that we doing, you know, hey, Yahweh came and laid that ultimate sacrifice down for us. So now we just do that faith, you know, knowing the reason of that sacrifice, right? You got that. Bring this out real quick.
Bring that out.
Yeah.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 26. And it reads, "For we sin willfully, after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remain no more sacrifice for sins."
Right. So that sin willfully is not what we thinking, right? You know, so this sin willfully is not you making it, like brother was saying, you making Yahweh sacrifice void. We understanding that him dying for us being that ultimate sacrifice, that now we're back into it. That's why, you know, them whack attack Christians, they feel like, oh, since we all gonna be saved, we can do what we want. Nah, you can't do what you want, but you gotta understand that precept where you say, I ain't come done do away with the law, came to fulfill the law.
I got a precept too.
Just to get to that, so he came to fulfill the law for us, you know, meaning, you know, now that he came to fulfill the law for us, we not judged by the law, right? I'm gonna let you
Then we need to also get the definition of sin.
But just going into that point, just going into that point, like he was saying, yeah, John. Like he was saying, you know, the Christians they'll have you think, you know what I'm saying, because, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shai, who they ignorantly call Jesus, right? Because he died for us, because he shed his blood for our sins, therefore we don't have to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments anymore. But all you have to do is just read the book, read the scriptures. That's why again, going into the title of hand, you err not knowing the scriptures, right? So this is Romans 3, you know, and again, Romans written by Paul, right? Paul was a student of Yahweh Shai, right? So Romans 3, and I'll start at 28 and just read on down. It says, "Therefore we conclude that a man is justified by faith without the deeds of the law. Is he the power of the Jews only? Is he not also of the Gentiles? Yes, the Gentiles also. Seeing it is one power which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcision through faith." Right, and here's the point, right? Verse 31. It says, "Do we then make void the law through faith? Most High forbid. Yeah, we established the law." So just because, you know, because we don't want to get it twisted, right? Just because we know we aren't saved by the law, do we make void of it? No. Like the brother Kakam said, you still have to attempt to do it to the best of your ability, right? We just understand that there's just certain things that you just simply cannot do, right? That we just don't have the means to do, right? Like the Apostle Tahar always uses that example when it comes to your woman, you know, being on her menstrual cycle. You're supposed to put her away. She's not supposed to be around you while she's on her cycle, right? She's not supposed to be near you, but do you have the means to have another house, you know what I'm saying, to put her in? No. You know, or after a woman gives childbirth, you're not supposed to be around her for a few months, right? But do you do that? No, we don't have the means to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the point that we're in, right? But for you Israelites, you know what I'm saying, who say, you know, you have to follow the law command, or for those who say, yeah, I follow all the laws. No, you don't, right? Because you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. But
another quick point, like, not to be on subject, but that's why this thing is spiritual, man. Like, you know, in this flesh, like I remember on one lesson, Pastor Harlow talking about, like, it's a certain food. Well, no, what he was talking about, you know, we don't supposed to eat food that die of itself. We don't know if these animals die of themselves that we go buy from the market, things of that nature. We don't know that, right? So we can't control that. That's why this thing is spiritual, right? But
if you go out to a restaurant, they cook pork the same pan they cook your steak in. You know, there's just things, or like mixed fabric. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to mix fabric, but there's just certain things that you know. But this is exactly the importance of Yahweh Shai, man.
Man, especially us being in captivity, you know, Esau defiled everything, you know, to the food you eat, to the clothes, down even to the air. You understand? So, you know, you really need these chemicals, these things of that such. You know, it's just certain things, you know, that on a day-to-day basis, down is just like the Sabbath. You understand? Hey, you got to work on the Sabbath. You're not supposed to be working on the Sabbath. You breaking the law's commandment. You understand? Everything said that we cannot control. You understand? But you read that, we just gonna grab the definition of sin.
All right, so this is book of 1 John, chapter 3, and verse 4. And it reads, "Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law, For sin is a transgression of the law.
God, man, so saying it's a transgression of the law. You know what I'm saying? Just going back to, the wacky type of Christians saying that the law is done away with, this and that. But then you ask them, like, so do you sin? And they be like, yeah. But this what Yahweh said in the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, 17. They be like, the Lord forgive us for our sins. But how do you sin if you're not, if there's no law?
There's no law.
Come on, man. Y'all goofy as hell. So this is the book of Matthew, the 5th chapter, verse 17. It say, Yahweh Shai came to fulfill the law. And it reads, it say, think not that I am come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So he came to fulfill these things. You understand? He never done away with the law. He never done away with his people. How they try to say. Now you go to the Romans, the 10th chapter, and show you, hey, Paul was saying that, nah, he ain't cast us away. He would come from the tribe of Benjamin. You understand? So, hey, you Christians, they...
Continue on reading.
Nah, I would. The point was verse 19. So I'm just continue read on it. You know what you got. So this verse 18, and it reads, say, it's like, say, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot on one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. So it's going back to the top. So whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. So there's going to be a lot of people called the least in the kingdom of heaven. You understand? But the ones who doing them and teaching them, they will be called great in the kingdom of heaven, man. If y'all want to touch further on it, you got.
And that goes into killing all that. That kills that hell doctrine. The whole precept right there. The one precept killed the whole hell doctrine, right? Because we let you know, right? Like, you're not made perfect through the law, right? But at the same time, all Israel gonna be saved, right? All that hell doctrine and stuff, all that's out the window. Like the brothers read, Brother Kakan just read, you're gonna be what they say least. Then they said great. You transgress the law, you know what I'm saying? You going off, you doing these things, right? What is meaning, right? It's meaning really basically like you're not in the spirit of how about Yahweh Shai. Of course you're gonna do these worldly things, right? So you're gonna be the least in the kingdom of heaven, but you're gonna have the great man who been down here prophesying, who been doing the things, right? And that kind of really leads me. You got appreciate it.
Just because you said all Israel, I was just gonna read that precept.
You can bring it out. I was gonna bring out a precept now. Finish my point. But go ahead.
This is Romans 11, and I'll read 25, right? Because it all brings into this point, and really the whole Romans 11 is really a whole breakdown in itself. Because people think the grafted in, that could be a spiritual Israelite. There is no such thing as a spiritual Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You can't make yourself an Israelite. You can't be an Edomite and then make yourself an Israelite. You can't be a Hamite and then make yourself an Israelite. That's not how it works, right? It's through the bloodline, right? But again, that's a whole other breakdown for another lesson. But verse 25, Romans 11:25, it says, "For I would not, brethren," right, fleshly brethren, it says that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in, right? And I wanted to read this as well as the next verse, because what? Like he said, that hell doctrine, people who go off now, they're your modern day Gentiles. The Jakes that go off now are modern day Gentiles. They act like these other nations. They act like Edomites. They act like Hamites. They act like Moabites. They act like all these other nations, right? It is in respects of their heritage. Like they want to follow Christmas and customs. That's really what I want to say. They want to follow Christmas. They want to do the 4th of July, the President's Day, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the Halloween, the Thanksgiving. They like to follow after that type stuff. They like to feast and eat pork and all this. They like to take part in what they do, right? But the point being, like he said, with the hell doctrine, it's verse 26. It says, "And so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob," right? It says, "For this is my covenant unto them, when I shall take away their sins," right? So again, that takes away that hell doctrine, because there are going to be people who go off, but they're going to come into the kingdom, right? Or if you go to the book of Daniel, right, it tells you some will be awakened to everlasting shame and contempt, right? Those are those people, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be burning for an eternity, you know. They're just they're gonna be in the kingdom, but they're gonna be, you know, ashamed of themselves, wishing that they had did better. But that was it on that point.
You would go to just quick point right quick. You go to Galatians 2, I think it was 21, 2 and 21. Just quick, and I'll read it early. Oh, you good? All right, I'll read this real fast. I'll bring out Hebrews, right? And this kind of goes into what we've been saying the whole time. Galatians 2 and 21, right? It said, "I do not frustrate the grace of Yahweh, for if righteousness come by the law, then Yahweh Shah Mashiach is dead in vain," right? And I was reading that earlier before I went to a precept, but like, I'm just going to show you right now, man. This you're not made perfect through the law, right? Because how is, you know, really reincarnation? We can receive it. We know Yahweh Shah was only perfect in the flesh as Yahweh Shah, but we know in that spirit come as Adam. You know, that spirit came as Solomon. What went off, right? So he made perfect through what? Through his sufferings, right? So going from there, I want to go to Hebrews. Also, you can read how Romans 5, starting at verse 12, right? You're going to read how, you know, how Adam brought sin to the earth, right? That same spirit of Yahweh Shai, you can read how Yahweh Shai going to come bring righteousness right back.
And that kind of goes into that point that the Apostle Bar was making, how people say, like, why do we have to be in the sinful flesh and this and that nature? But he told you, because this is what's going to make you a true God, right? Like he called us in Psalms 82. Like Yahweh Shah went through the good and the evil. You know what I'm saying? That he was made perfect through his sufferings. It's the same thing with us. We have learned evil. You know what I'm saying? So now we can truly appreciate the good, right? But that was
before you bring that out, I'll really bring that precept out to back you up on that. I think that was Genesis 3 and verse 5, right? And this is, you know, with Eve, Adam, and the serpent, right? And this after Eve done went off, right? You know what I'm saying? So Genesis 3 and 5, right? It says, "For Yahweh doeth know that in that day you eat thereof." You know, the eat thereof is, you know, you learn the wickedness, like you learn the ways of wickedness, right? When Eve brought Adam, they went to the tree. That tree is the tree of knowledge, the wickedness, right? So they learned the ways of wickedness. It says, "Then your eyes shall be open, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." Like basically, back up what brother was saying, man. You know, in order to be a proper God, we gotta know both sides, so we can appreciate the righteousness, right? But when I was bringing it early, going back to Hebrews, you know, Yahweh Shah was made perfect through his suffering, right? And like goes back to like the quote we brought out. You know, if you teaching that you perfect through the road to perfection is through the laws and commandments, you know, you err not knowing the scriptures, right? So this Hebrews chapter 2, and I'm gonna just get straight to the point. In verse 10, right? It says, "For it became him," talking about Yahweh Shah, "for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, and bringing many sons unto glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through sufferings," right? So we suffering, we endure the hardness of the soldier, you know, all the things that the prophets went through, all the things that Yahweh Shah went through, you know, the ones before us, they warned us and let us know about these things, and that's what we striving in. That's the point of us letting you know, like, hey, it ain't that you don't go away with the law, but you got to understand the law is not what makes you perfect, because you're not going to be able to be perfect in this flesh. This flesh is sinful in itself, you know. We're in captivity in this sinful flesh. But
then, you know, just going to the Israelites that's preaching, you know, you got to follow Allah's commandments to, you know, to get into the kingdom of heaven. All of this community Israelites, you know, that's what Elder Martha Zakba was going into in his lesson last night. You know, and just talking about the community Israelites, you know, how the ones that's talking about expanding the community, or you got to follow all the laws of the community. Those are the ones that really don't know nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? They just out here shouting, you know, they just out here just doing, you know, the bullshit, you know, just to sum it all up. But
they really be giving the truth a bad name, right? Because they coming in, you know what I'm saying? Those are the ones who be a bit overzealous. They really don't know what they talking about for real.
They on TikTok making all these posts and shit like that, man. And y'all making the ministry look bad.
That was like a point. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just saying that was a point that the Elder Mazak Bob made in that video. He was saying like, he didn't call us to go speak to every single Israelite that we see and try to convince them of this thing. No, man, he gave us avenues like this, you know what I'm saying, reading through YouTube. So those who receive it will receive it, right? Like Paul said, you know what I'm saying, I can't remember which order went, but one of them watered and one of them planted the seed, you know what I'm saying? But it's the Most High that gives the increase, you know what I'm saying? We're not sitting here trying to debate and convince you this is the truth. If you can't get it, okay, bye.
Just I was on scrolling through social media one day, the other day, and I just so happened to click on the comments under this comment under this post, and that's thing, you know, I see the 12 tribes of Israel chart, and there's somebody on there just saying y'all are all Israelites, woo woo woo, this and that. So I clicked on the person praise. They not even, they sharing posts that still talking about God. That's also another community of Israelite. They still count on God and JC.
Saying Christ.
Saying Christ, all that. You a community Israelite. And saying you don't know nothing. But yeah, he's still sharing posts that saying, you know, the God and Christ, and then it's another post that saying, like, I think they were saying, he should have posted, it wasn't Yahweh. It was like, I don't even think it was Yahweh. It was different, man. I don't know what. Like, the people that be doing it, they doctrine is off. You know what I'm saying? They doctrine be out. But then bring this out, just going back to, you know, that hell, what y'all talking about, referring to hell, and the Israelites, you know, we being regenerated back to the kingdom of heaven, you know, all Israelites being saved. You gotta understand that hell, how that's just saying that the Most High is not merciful. You understand? If he just had you go to this place and you burn for eternity
With no chance of getting them.
How do your soul burn for eternity?
How does a spiritual thing
how do it
go into a physical
aspect? You understand? Like, so that's how, like, that's just shit. Show y'all how false Christianity is. They just brought this hell doctrine just so people would try to act right. You understand? Or whatever, however the case may be.
It was a scare tactic.
I can make a quick point. Like, we're going like,
Go ahead.
hell is a condition. You know how people be saying, well, I'm going through hell. Well, I can't pay this bill, but this shit feel like hell. Like, hell is a condition. You got grave, poverty, destruction. Where you see all that at? Where you see that at right now? You just seen California burning. You see the planes crashing every, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see, when you go to the hood, we can take the camera outside right now and show you poverty. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can go straight across the street, right across the tracks over there, and show you poverty. You know what I'm saying? So, like, hell is a condition, man. It's where we at right now. We in the hell right now.
So I'm just bringing this out real quick, just backing up the brothers on the, you know, all Israel being saved. So this is the book of Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1. And the read say, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts. Lord in all counts, meaning, you know, Yahweh. He said hosts, he said that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. I'm gonna start from the top because I was talking to this female, and they said she was talking about the hell if I ain't come back with fire again, the lake of fire being done away with, ooh. And I'm looking at her like, see, that's why I don't even like your ass for real, no way. But then I had to put it down, so, oh yeah, you right. I'm like, bro, that's why he made a covenant. He made a covenant with Israel that he not coming back with water anymore. What he come back with this time? Fire. You understand? So I'm putting on a game with this. But that precept just, you know, just brought it back to my mind. I might do a lesson on it, Lord willing. But back from the top. So Malachi 4:1 say, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. You understand? So the wicked Israelite is going to be burnt in the lake of fire, you know, burnt in the day of judgment. They're going to be regenerated back through an elect member. You understand? So therefore, they're not going to have their family tree, their family, how people call it in today. That's why I'm saying leave them neither root nor branch. You understand? Because now you got to come through another man's seed. You understand? Like the elect, they're going to be the head of their seed, and then they're going to be a generation on down. That's why they call it a family tree. You understand? The elect will be like that big, you understand? And then the limbs and things of that. So it's gonna be like the family that branches off of that man. You understand? So you can refer that to like 144,000 big trees, and then the limbs is the family tree a part of that. You understand? But
You women heard that, you coming through man tees, so all that, we don't need men. How you gonna get there? How you gonna get in there? But no, I got a quick piece of kind of, it really is going to the same thing. Galatians 5, look at that. So I was looking for this precept because Ramla had broke it down. He was talking about, it was like a pit. They used to like burn trash and everything. Again, I forgot what it was called. I was trying to find the precept, but that's how they be trying to talk about that hell. But Lord willing, I'll find it before we get a lesson. But quick precept of Galatians 5, I'm starting at verse 16, right? He says, This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would, right? So these two they opposite of each other, right? You gonna have the flesh want to do, and I read on, right? You gonna have the flesh want to do things of the flesh, but you gonna have the spirit, as you're gonna see, right? It says, but if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law, right? So if you in the spirit, you gonna automatically have that discernment. You gonna automatically move how you supposed to move, right? But if you in the flesh, it says, now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, right? And we brought out John 5 and 4, right? What is sin? Transgression of the law, right? So it's for the name you things, right? Now the works of flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lavishness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance.
It was 1 John 3 and 4.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. But emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, hearsays. He said envying, murders, drunkenness, revealing, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I also told you in the past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. So them saying inherit, right? When you see how this is analogy, right? You see how Esau, Edom, when they kids are born, they inherit those riches off the rip. They don't gotta go to work. They don't gotta go. Same thing with this precept saying, you do not inherit the kingdom. Meaning you're gonna be reborn again to the kingdom, but you have men out here who gonna inherit it. Soon as when Yahushua come and the angels come and that sky crack, these men are gonna be saved and they're gonna inherit the kingdom off the rip. Once again, how the brothers bringing out, you gonna have to be reborn again through another bad side. You gotta go through that punishment first. So you gotta get that judgment first. Cause why? You was transgressing the law willfully. Like, you're not moving in the spirit, you're moving in the flesh. So you doing this thing willfully. You gonna go off just because you want to, and you feel like you prideful. That's all lead back to pride, man. You're all prideful. All these other religions show you they prideful. You know what I'm saying? You moving thinking, party all week, then you go to church on Sunday. Leave from church on Sunday, go back and do the week start all back over.
You go back doing straight weekend.
I'm saying? You have no discipline about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why these people, Jake saying, Jake Sire, that's why they love these religions. These religions don't require you to go out on the highways and byways, keep the laws and commandments to the best of your abilities, and etc.
There's no accountability.
And no accountability. You understand?
Ain't no suffering in it either.
You feel me? So when you come to the truth, you feel me? No sacrifices or nothing. When you come to the truth, hey, boy, you gotta sacrifice things, the thing that you honestly love. And you gotta be held accountable. And you gotta drive less. You gotta feed the sheep. And you gotta do the laws of command. You gotta do all these things. But these Christians, these E5, these Muslim things of that such, they don't.
That's exactly what I was finna go.
I think I'm gonna make a quick point.
I was finna say, but yeah, man, when they go into these religions, things of that such, these religions don't require you then or hold them accountable. What Christians say, oh, come as you are, this and that, this. You could be the biggest drug dealer, the biggest murderer, serial killer, anything.
Nothing in the scriptures say come as you are.
Come on, man. You gotta be changed. What do you say? You gotta be reborn again.
You gotta become a new man.
Hey, but you gotta be made white.
Like that account that Yahushua said with the man at the wedding without his wedding garment. He was like, friend, basically what you doing here without your garment? Like, you ain't got the right garment on? Get out. Get out. You ain't no coming how you, like, you don't come how you are. No, you gotta get right.
You gotta get right, man.
But you was doing your point?
Yeah, I was trying to talk about another, but to another point, but y'all bring out y'all points about that.
I was just gonna say, bro, cause how you was going to like they love other religions. Like I said, I got a family member who went to that Ifa shit, man. And you know, I was talking to him, and I was like, what's the goal? What do y'all have to do? And he was just like, you just gotta be the best you could be. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? You know what I'm saying? There's no like no list of rules. Like, you just gotta be the best you could be. Pertaining to what? Like
in football.
You know what I'm saying?
Best
like
you could be in school.
It doesn't like it's just there's no accountability to it. There's no sense of, you know, I'm gonna get got. You know what I'm saying? If I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I don't get right? Because we know Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's not playing. You know what I'm saying? Especially people who know the truth. He's not playing, man. So we know we are held accountable for our actions. We know he can punish us for the things that we do. But with that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no accountability, man.
And then the another thing, how you say, that's that fear too. Like brother said, we know we can get punished. That's that fear. We understand, you know. Hey, but y'all don't fear him. Y'all don't fear him because you can tell based off how you move. Like we understand the fear. We understand the power of how we could be, you know, even when, you know, even when before we really had to cut things out, we used to talk about like, boy, we could be right now. Most hockey calls a man to hit us. He calls treat us, like, you know, like that judgment can be at any point in time. You got fear, you know what I'm saying? That's why you got to pray, right? But
quick precept. Well, you continue with your
oh yeah, but like another thing, like we're talking about the religion, right? So I used to go to school in New York. I used to go to school in Syracuse, New York, and it's a diverse campus. So like everybody up there, like they big on letting everybody worship their religion. They big on it, right? And everybody know April when the Muslims do the little, you know what I'm saying?
They be like fasting or something.
What is it? Ramadan, right? Muslims do the, man, listen, let me tell you something.
When they be out on the
they be out on
Ramadan, they can't. It's only for 30 days, right? It's for 30 days. The Muslims they can't eat. They can't eat till the sun go down. They can't drink water. Like they gotta basically like how we live our life in this truth. Yeah. They do it for 30 days though.
Outside
right?
of that,
you know what I'm saying? Outside of that, man, these smoking, drinking, partying. I'm talking about they have parties for Ramadan ending, right? So it's like I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm dealing with a girl. You know, she out behind my son. I'm dealing with her. I'm telling her like. It don't make sense. Like it don't make sense. None of it makes sense because like y'all do it for 30 days. Y'all practice this for 30 days. Then you just give it up. Like what's the point in it? You know what I'm saying? Like
we have to live our life.
You saying ain't no point, ain't no suffering in that. Like you know what I'm saying? You go through 30 days without barely eating, doing these things like that, and then as soon as the 30 days up, you just give it all up. I told her that's like I play football, right? That's like us training. That's like us training all the way to the season get here, right? And then as soon as the season get here, we just quit.
Just quit.
We working from the end of the season, from when we go back to school, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September get here, we just quit. We say I worked out, but I don't want to play. Like it don't make no sense in it. Like and people don't. That's how you know. Like Apostle was saying this, right? Not Apostle, Elder Matazapa was saying this. Like we was locked. I mean, we was in slavery physically, but a lot of people enslaved mentally, bro. Like people trick, like you enslaved mentally. They trick your mind to where you don't even understand how dumb you're moving. Like it's really dumb. You don't even see how dumb and how dumbfounded you are. You don't see it. You know what I'm saying? You so caught up in it that you don't even see how dumb it is. You know what I'm saying? Walking zombies, man. You walking around, you know what you doing. Just really set yourself up, man. Okay.
You got the breath of life in it, man.
I don't got it, bro.
I don't got it. I'm gonna bring this quick piece out you know, the fear of the Lord, like this is our whole duty. You know what I'm saying? Amen. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, 13. Yeah, verse 13, and it reads, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Heavenly Father and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. So we're supposed to fear the Heavenly Father and keep the laws, commandments. You understand? That's why the Heavenly Father have brothers fall out of the truth. That's why you have people getting judged. Hey, that put the fear upon you to know, like, oh boy, the Lord can really do this to me at any time. So therefore, why you think we praying? You know, we doing the works. But if you're doing what's lawful, hey, then you straight. You really ain't got nothing to worry about. You know that the Lord's going to protect you in the center. But as soon as you out here, you going off, you know the laws, commandments, but you still refuse to do them. You out here just pleasing the flesh. Hey, you got things to worry about. Because now, since we done got right, we like, boy, the Heavenly Father come back now, we'll be straight. We ain't out here just willfully going off. We ain't out here just, doing what the world doing. You understand? We made our sacrifices. We did the things that we had to do, and now, Lord, when are we pleasing the Heavenly Father? You understand? Like Yahushua said, roughly paraphrasing, he that do the will of my Father is who.
That is my brother. That is my mother.
That is my brother. And he said, and that's how you abide in the Heavenly Father. That's how you abide in Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua love, by doing what's lawful. You understand? We doing what's lawful, so therefore, through the Lord's will, through the scriptures, we're abiding in Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua love. You understand? So therefore, we protect it and etc. We ain't got the move in worriness, but we moving in feariness, if that makes sense.
Circumspectly.
You feel me? Circumspect.
Circumspectly.
That's part of the scriptures too.
Ephesians, right? I was gonna bring out Lamentations 3:7. Just talking about. This was a quick point that hit me when you was talking. You was basically talking about the fear, because how we brought out at the beginning, right? Or not at the beginning, but how we talked about earlier, how the brother was saying how when Apostle Bar was going that lesson about how it's being proper God, knowing evil, knowing good, right? We understand, right, that the Most High do evil and good. So we understand that. You people just think, oh, something happened. Oh, God wouldn't do that. He wouldn't.
That's the devil.
That was the devil. That was the devil.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So, but I was about to bring it out real fast. I just brought out the point. This is Lamentations 3:37, verse 38, right? It says, "Who is he that said it cometh to pass when the Lord commanded not?" So ain't nothing that's going on down here that the Lord ain't. So you can't say, "Oh, that happened. Oh, God wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. Yahweh wouldn't do that. Yahweh wouldn't move like that," right? Because what it said, out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not evil and good. So he don't do evil and good. What's that?
I appreciate
Yeah, I'm the Lord.
In the spirit. You see what I'm saying? I was about to ask you, y'all know that precept, but at the same time.
There's one in Deuteronomy, there's one in, it's like, go on.
Oh, no. I was really about to say, you bring that precept, but I was thinking about, ain't this one in Amos too, ain't it?
Yeah, you did say the trumpet blown. The Lord have not done it.
That's what I was really thinking about.
Amos 3:17-8.
Oh, I'm at 9. I'm at 9.
Yeah,
3 and 6, right? I'll bring this out real quick. Amos 3 and 6, right? It says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be an evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it? Come on. It's right there, man. It's right there, man. Shall it be evil in the city? Has the Lord not done it? So you gotta fear him, man. What he do to Pharaoh, man? Kept all the firstborn from the animals all the way up to the people, right? He killing all the firstborn, show his power. And right now, the Most High, I remember Apostle Gabar and Tahar in street ministry, and they was talking about this, right? How Most High right now, he hide himself because he ain't showing his power right now. But when he come show his power, when he come show himself, he gonna show his power, right? He gonna show his power. He gonna show that all these things y'all been talking about, all this science out there that's going on with the tide, all that. He gonna show you he control all this. Everything Esau doing, from the president all the way up to the Satan hierarchy, all the way up to the planes crashing, all the way up to California setting on fire. He gonna show he set all that up. You know what I'm saying? And the ones who fear him, we understand. But you private people, hey.
I understand, man. Like just backing up the brother, great points, The Heavenly Father, you have a right side, and you got the right hand and you got the left hand. On the right hand, that's all righteousness going. The left hand, that's where he got the bad angels, the devil angels, things of that sense. They go out and do the dirty work, basically. You understand? So it's a balance. You gotta understand and know that the Lord is balanced. The Lord is in control of all things.
I can read that precept you was talking about. This is Isaiah 45 and verse 5. Right? It says, "I am Yahweh, there is none else. There is no power beside me. I girded thee, though thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun from the west, and that there is none beside me. I am Yahweh, and there is none else. I form the light, I create darkness, I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things.
Man, so the Heavenly Father does all these things. When a death happens in your family, that's because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. When something good happens to you, it's of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. You understand? The Heavenly Father does all these things, you know. And just going back on topic, you know, meant about this out a little earlier when we was referring to, these JSI, these religions and etc. These people, they just want to hear the smooth things, and that's what these that's what these religions, do. They preach the smooth thing, telling you, just come as you are, telling you that you don't gotta follow Allah's commandments, telling you that the law is done away with, tell you this and that. But the scriptures, says otherwise. You can write it.
Quick point before I bring this out, right? Remember when they was doing the sit now, I was talking about this. You know what I'm saying? I said, Charleston White. I don't want to bring that heat. It's too hard.
Talking about it too hard.
That boy gonna get strapped down so bad.
Charleston White said, "Yeah,
Most
what bring?"
time gonna do something wrong with
He
the
said it
words
too?
on your boot.
Boosie said some crazy. He was like, damn, man, that shit was months ago. But he was like, man, who the hell go tell me? He was like, how the hell they down? It was like something. How the hell? I think he was asking the Heavenly Father too. He was like, man, but he was saying God, but he was still like, man, when I eat whatever the hell I want to eat, this and that, like it's going crazy. Like, bro, you got turkey bacon, you got turkey bacon, you got turkey sausage, you got beef, you got all these things, man. It's a simple thing that Jake won't even repent from or won't even stop. You know what I'm saying? But Elder Mazakba was going into it months ago, probably over a year ago.
This precept really going. So I'm gonna bring it out. It's Isaiah 30. We start at verse 9. He said that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits, get you out of the way and turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Keep going.
First, I really want you to read the one where you like preach not just the right things.
I know I'm gonna bring it out in NLT.
I was just finna say, cause what come this ministry, rebuke, all these things. They don't want to hear the right thing. They don't want to get the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. You gotta stop smoking. You gotta stop eating the pork, the seafood pulls. You gotta stop doing this and that. You gotta follow the law. You gotta follow the Sabbath. Hey, they don't want to hear none of those things, man. They want to hear, oh yeah, boy, fire that black up. Oh yeah, boy, you can got down, yeah. Oh yeah, you can go for bro, lady, she was fucking with yours, fuck. Hey, you feel me? They want to hear all the smooth things that don't please the flesh. But we tell you things that go, please the spirit. Build the spirit up.
And not to get too far, but like an Elder Rumla, Elder Pastor Rumla always say this too. That's one of the biggest things that Judah got going on. It go on a lot in the world, but that's one of the biggest things that Judah got going on, man, with that adultery. And you people be seeing it like, and it's crazy how dumb people look, right? When you seeing things, you just wear especially how wicked it is. Oh, bro, he lame. He killed that man over. You can really understand that's the Most High judgment, right? Then, like
that's judgment, boy.
Judgment,
that's
right there
adultery.
and there. That's adultery. You went off. Most High punished you because the wages of sin is death, right?
Come on.
But
yeah, they're referring to it, but Jake out here crashing out by these females, boy.
yeah,
Boy,
some
hey,
men lost their wits for
Tell
women.
you, boy, you better stop. Fuck with these men wives, bro, for real. And niggas out here dead ass like, well, word though, boy, like these old niggas be like crashing out by these females, bro. Then it's like you gotta think these niggas. Some of these niggas they be broke, and that female be the only thing they got. You feel me? So when that girl cheat on him or he find this out, the only thing he got is a gun. So now he out here crashing out, bro. Like, that shit don't be worth it, bro. You feel me? It's gonna be judgment regardless. Whether you get caught in the act or not.
But this is Isaiah 30, verse 9 and 10 in the NLT. And it reads that these people are stubborn, rebellious, who refuse to pay attention to the Lord Yahweh's instructions. They tell the seers, stop seeing visions. They tell the prophets, don't tell us what is right. Tell us nice things. Tell us lies.
You feel me? That's
That's
all they want to hear. All they want to hear the lies. They don't want to hear that shit. Even when we do tell them the good things, boy, you the Heavenly Father chosen people. oh, you know, I'm African American. How you gonna tell me I'm a Hebrew? Like, oh, you know, I got. They ain't trying to hear that. Oh, but they elect. They got spiritual powers. Oh, nigga, you think this shit fairy tale? You think this shit goddamn Marvel Universe? Oh, man, y'all fucking goofy, bro. We trying to tell y'all deep information that these other people not gonna tell y'all. We telling y'all about prophecies, all this type of shit. You're not hearing none of that from these religions, man. Your religions can't tell you more than 3 prophecies to come.
They can't really tell you.
They can't even tell you one.
Yeah.
But we sitting here telling y'all all this knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, this information, and y'all just feel like we sounding dumb until it's too late. Then y'all, boy, he was saying something like this. Ooh, let me see if I can call him. By the time it'll be too fucking late. What you gonna say?
Nah, I was gonna, cause you wasn't with me in the Tazwan, but this is when we went that first time to go see the elder down in Myrtle Beach, and I forget his name, but his reader. We asked him, you know, how do you get into this truth, and it was basically like that. He was like, he used to go to church, he was going to the pastors, and he was asking about, you know what I'm saying, a breakdown, and they couldn't break it down for him. He found the elder Natazabot, and he broke it down just like that. And so, like, these are the things that, like, you go to these churches, you go every Sunday searching for something that you're not gonna get. You know what I'm saying? They're not. You can't tell them to break down Revelation 20. They're not gonna be able to. You know, it's not gonna happen. You can't tell them to break down Revelation 13. You know, they're not gonna be able to do it.
Any book in Revelation.
They're not gonna be able to do it.
Like you say, man, he really secrets to you know, prophets. You know, roughly paraphrasing. So these pastors, these false teachers out here, man, they don't know nothing for real. You go to church on Sunday, the day is a word. Like that whole ceremony be based off a word, encouragement. Oh, you gotta be encouraged. This whole
they teach the
prosperity
doctrine.
Yeah, man, you don't learn shit. I used to grow up going to church, man. I ain't learning a damn thing, bro.
They teach nothing but the prosperity doctrine. Everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna work out. The Lord gonna give you a car. The Lord gonna give you a job. He can give you a house. He
Just
can give you this and that.
Just call upon Christ. You go be saved. Come on.
I got a quick precept on that. 1 Corinthians 2:7, right? It said, but we speak the wisdom of Yahweh and the mystery, even the hidden wisdom which Yahweh ordained before the world unto our glory, right? So, like the brother said, man, these so-called preachers, all that thing that be up there every Sunday, just capping y'all down, just telling y'all whatever y'all want to hear so they get them tithes and offers, and they go back there and count it up and head home they nice truck to the big preacher house down the road. Man, they ain't telling y'all what y'all need to hear, man. They ain't telling y'all nothing that's gonna make y'all return back to the Lord. Like, everything they telling y'all is gonna lead y'all right back to the flesh. Oh, I went to church Sunday, pastor. As soon as I got in church, pastor said, that God had put a lesson on him about the people that went to the club last night. They gonna be blessed next week. I was the one at the club.
Like, he was talking to me. They love saying that. I feel like he was talking to me today.
I'm saying, like, you know, but, you know, we also know, I have another quick precept right here, Matthew 13:10, right? It says, and the disciples came and said unto him, why speakest thou unto them in parables? Right? And he said, and in verse 11, he answered them and said unto them, and said, read, how shall I talk? Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Right? So they ain't supposed to know these things, right? Like the brother kind of quoted, you know, Amos 3:7. You know, he's gonna reveal it to the prophets. He's gonna reveal secrets to the prophet. And that's for a reason. Because people wouldn't know what to do with the truth. How the dude under the post come in for no reason. That's gonna lead to a, you know, and the Most High set up like that stumbling block for our nation. But you people would be out here overzealous. You people would be out here. A lot of you people would get the truth up for some money, for real. The deep secret that I would give it to the prophets. Like I remember, I was watching one lesson and dude was talking about how the Illuminati tried to recruit him. You know, and he ain't want to do it. He brother GMS. He ain't want to do it. Why? Because he understand that, you know, ain't nothing just down here compared to the glory that's in front of us. But you people will get the truth up for some money. If you people had a real deep secret, hey, listen, man, we'll give you $3 million if you tell us this and that. Man, you people gonna do it. Each prophecy breakdown, we'll give you $50,000.
I see quit. They're my sellouts. You know, but I don't, you know, the one that come in, other people post and these community Israelites, you know, they just preaching out false doctrines. You know, just out here just false prophets. You know, false teachers, man. They leading everybody astray, lead people down the wrong path, man. But I can get it. Get what you want. Get what you want. I just gonna tell brother the preordained. You know, since foundation of the earth.
Oh, I got you. I read that real fast. That was what I want to say. That's really in the precept I was going to use places. But you said you want to ordain for the world, right?
Yeah, basically talking about like you the one that's going to be saved. They already, you know, just preordained. You trying to follow all these laws, commandments. You're not even. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, you can bring out the close the precept if you want to.
Ephesians. This book of Ephesians, chapter 1, starting at verse 4, it says, according as he had chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption. It's like adoption. Right? Adoption.
Yeah, adoption.
I'm sorry. Over. Having predestinated Ephesians, I'm at verse 5. Ephesians 1 and verse 5. Having predestinated us unto the adoption of the children, and the Hebrews as the sons, right? Unto the children by Yahushua to himself, according to the good will, according to the good pleasure of his will.
So you have to know that the elect was already preordained. You understand? Of course, the elect are out here doing what's lawful, following laws, commandments. You know, highways and byways and etc. You know, but hey, you follow all laws, commandments, not go how you part of the elect. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been saying over and over, being in the sinful flesh, it's been in captivity. We can't follow all the commandments. You understand? We definitely have to do what we can do to the best of our abilities. You understand? That don't mean we go out here and go off sinfully. Go off willfully and things like that. Says, nah, man, you got to cut out the sins that you was doing. You know, but we have unknown sins that we do. And sometimes brothers struggle with the sin too. But hey, that's why you have to pray. And that says that the Heavenly Father, you know, help you with that sin, get over that sin, whatever that case may be, that little stumbling block. You know, but the elect was already preordained since the beginning of the earth, you know, since the foundation of the world. The Lord knew you, or roughly paraphrase it, the Lord knew you before you came out the womb, you feel right there? Kind of. The Lord already knew the elect before you came out the womb, man. You know, so y'all Israelites are trying to preach that you gotta follow all those commandments. That's how you gonna be saved. That's not how you gonna be saved, man. That's not how you gonna be saved.
I got a quick piece I can break that one down too.
So I can
Go ahead and bring it up.
no, I got it. This is Jeremiah 1. I was already at Jeremiah 1. I just read over. This is Jeremiah 1 and 4. It says, then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
Man, so the Lord already sanctified who he was going to sanctify. The Lord already knew you since the very beginning. You understand? So you have to know all these things, man. But these community Israelites, they don't know these things. They don't know this knowledge. You know, they just know that they're Hebrew Israelites. They feel like that's enough. They feel like they're going to be saved just by knowing that they're Hebrew Israelites. That ain't shit. There's a lot of people out here that know they're Hebrew Israelites.
It's not enough. There's ones who know Hebrew Israelite and don't and go against it.
And go against it. That's crazy. When you bring that up.
But I got I guess you say this brother ain't got nothing, so I use these two in the precepts. Man. So this Romans 8. It's like that. This is Romans 8. And I'll start at verse 2. And it reads, it says, for the law of the spirit of life, and Mashiach Yahushua has made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, and that what is weak through the flesh, Yahweh sending his son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit do the things of the spirit. So you know, we not, man. We like the whole time we've been saying, man. You know, we're not made perfect through these, like just following after all the laws, commandments, man. Because y'all understand, we in a sinful flesh. And you know, as Paul said, Romans 7, right? You know, what I do, I wish I not do, because why? Because I'm in this flesh. I wish I didn't sin, but I know that it's gonna happen because I'm in this flesh. Basically, what he's saying, right? So, going from there, another quick precept.
I got a quick precept just on that, just because you're saying like we're in this flesh, right? This is the book of Jude, chapter 1, and verse 6. And it reads, it says, and the angels which kept not their first estate, angels being what? Us, right? We were the angels. We were, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'll say the elect are those angels. The elect are the ones who, help, create this earth with Yahushua, right? It says, which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved an everlasting change under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. These everlasting chains are what? These fleshly bodies, right? These fleshly bodies, we go off, you know what I'm saying? We have to, endure pains and, just like a regular everyday life, your body may ache, you may have a headache, you might have a stomach ache, just everyday life, you know what I'm saying? It's a pain, man. We of course, we would much rather be in the presence of Yahushua, but we were reserved in these everlasting chains, man. But you got it.
This goes against these the new covenant Israelites as well, man. We still in the sinful flesh, so therefore we still sinning.
Okay.
When we get a new covenant, there's not gonna be no more flesh. The law's gonna be written
inward parts.
in our inward parts, man. So we're not gonna be going out. We still capable of going outside. We still in the new covenant. Y'all entering, man. But go ahead.
Right. So this book Galatians chapter 3, we started verse 13, right? And it says, Mashiach Yahushua has redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us, for it was written, cursed is everyone that hangeth on a tree, that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles through Mashiach Yahushua, that we might receive the promise of the Spirit through faith. Brethren, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant, yet if it be confirmed, no man this another, or added thereunto. So can't nobody change this, man. How the covenant that he gave to the Israelites, we gonna receive those things, bro. We're not gonna receive those things by being made perfect through this law. We're gonna receive this thing being through these sufferings, going through this, like the brother said, going through these things. Another quick point: it ain't 10 commandments; it's 613 commandments or laws, and you don't know that. So therefore, with that precept they say, my quoting wrong, but it ain't the precept, but I know the elders always talk about, if you break one commandment,
You break them all.
God, you know what I'm saying? So, this ended off right here in Galatians 3:16 says, now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made. He saith not, and to seeds as of many, but as of one, as thy seed, which is Yahushua, right? So Yahushua, he came to fulfill the law, man. If you thinking that you can be made perfect through the law, then, you're going off, man. You're not knowing the scriptures, man.
Yeah, that was a beautiful way to end it out. Yeah, not knowing the scriptures.
So Lord willing, this was an edifying sit down. Once again, we'd like to give our praises, our honor, and our glory to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and shalom to the whole elect.
Shalom.
Shalom.